viewers, welcome to another session of the international discussions. These international discussions are a way to continue our efforts to inform everyone about the project Creative Society, and obviously continue on all of the topics that have been raised during the Global Forum, Global Crises, Our Survival is in Unity. That was streamed live on the 12th of November last year, and that was interpreted into 150 languages. In it, the vital topics of our lives have been brought up with the aim to approach them and to find ways out of the crisis we live in. So today we have got also a special guest who has viewed the forum, and with me here today is Alex, who will co-host this session. So Alex, giving you the floor.
Yeah, thanks so much, and welcome, dear viewers. And that's correct. So today with us is Anita Mae Hubley-Sholley from US, from Pennsylvania. She's retired behavioral psychology specialist. And the first question that I would like to ask you, Anita, can you please share your impressions about the forum? So what was new for you, and what information touches you? So please share it with our guests.
I happened to learn about the forum by chance. I got a link. I went to the introductory meetings, many of them, and I listened to the messages that were being given and the answers for people that were interested. And it seemed to connect with my hopes and my dreams for humanity. I've been very concerned about the future for my children and my grandchildren. And I seem to be drawn to the forum and to Creative Society because I saw the change in how human beings could learn to live their lives instead of dreading each day as a burden. I believe there are steps that we can take in this IT age, and we can create, real changes, but we need to try.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, and exactly this is why the project Creative Society was launched now, because as you've said, we are living in the area of IT, where a lot of people can connect together and kind of synchronize around one goal, around one idea. And we know that you have wrote an essay on, let's say, the weather and the solar system, etc. So could you kind of let our viewers know about the topics that you covered in it?
Basically, I've covered how I like to study human behaviors. And so I look at different groups, how people think, even to the point of watching old movies and see how they promoted different things like violence and, lack of consideration for people as human beings. And I noticed that it seems like all the people in the world are just trudging along and accepting what things are happening to us. It's like we're becoming mentally blind to the world. And we shouldn't ignore these social issues because they're plaguing civilization all around the world. It also affects your sense of self, and it takes away your personal power. I know the belief is don't rock the boat. We're heading down the roaring river. and we're losing our spiritual connections, and the danger is still in front of us. Yet we continue the boat down the river. And for a lot of people, it's just easier and simpler to do nothing because extinction is going to be our fate. You know, we are united, but through the souls that we have, by our physical world and by our actions that we conduct in the physical world. Right now, you see a lot of increased hatred and violence and traumas and wars and prejudice, discrimination, and a lot of tragedy. There's little humanity for the people at your borders who want to escape the hell that they're in their homeland, and the social unrest and the environmental destruction. And we're going to see more and more refugees. And those refugees are going to be because of the environment and what it's doing to the world. The USA is one of the most developed places on earth, but we can't get help. I mean, the government comes in and they say, well, yeah, we'll help you recover. Well, I had the same thing happen to me, and they didn't help. They offer you to get more in debt. It's money making for them, for you to get in debt. And then they raise the interest to make it even, worse. And I guess they grow a nation. This will grow even in the nations that care not to see it, that deny or turn away from the human toll. Societies have always existed, and they all started with good intention. But ultimately, power pushes out humanity. And those civilizations die. They go by the wayside.
I actually like the term that you have used, this mental blindness.
Yes.
And this is something that we kind of meet in our day-to-day conversations with people, where we're trying to bring them this idea about the fact that we indeed can live in a different world. Why do you think we have come into this situation where the people are mentally blind? And what do we need to do? What communication approach do we need to take to kind of penetrate this blindness and remove this blindness and make the people see what's happening around?
Well, I think that's going to be a huge challenge. And I think it's a challenge that people need to open. You have to teach people to open their eyes. They can look around and they can see it. The signs are everywhere. And it's not that we aren't informed. Our ancestors told us what would happen. They told us through their warnings from the past. And now the earth is showing us those exact warnings that we were told about. Floods are changing the body of the earth. Earthquakes are changing the footholds of earth. Volcanoes, they're changing the breadth of the earth. Solar storms are changing the face of the earth, along with our place in the universe. Magnetic waves of radiation are killing Earth's atmospheres, and oceans are changing the lungs and organs of the Earth. The Earth is a living thing. World governments debate. They confuse the people. They hide behind power brokers because they're hypnotized by greed. And unfortunately, that's what a lot of it is. Somebody has something you want it, you covet it, and the greed makes you pursue it. You know, it's hard to hold people in government responsible because it's what they know. It's what they were brought up and learned. And so to break that mindset, we have to just get to the heart of the problem. And I think that the Creative Society has done that. I think they've shown that what will happen to us doesn't really have to be as bad. The earth is cleansing itself. It needs us to help it. The legislators seem to prosper from the demise of human life and the destruction of the earth. How should you make a profit over teaching people that they have to get solar energy and electric cars? Why should you make money on that stuff? You know, I understand the cost of manufacturing and all that, but it just seems like the more that they try to tell us this stuff, the higher the rates and the prices go. And we don't have the time. I mean, the world can end in a day. And all we can do is take the time that we have and do the best we can with it. But, you know, the lawmakers create patchwork laws that destroy humanity and our lives just to distort the course that we should be on for those few people that can make billions and trillions of dollars. And it's not that our system and our civilization isn't going to change. It is going to change, but for the worse. You know, they're already talking about monetary systems and how to change that. And they're already talking about, you know, how we're going to pay for them to continue in this course. But they don't really have any money. There's no money. It's a green piece of paper. They've already spent it all. And here we are, they're deceiving us. We have fixed elections, we have deceptive programs, and they want to control us for our own good. I don't know if it's for our good. And you see a lot of media, and they talk about foolish things. You know, somebody left a piece of paper in an office when they were moving. Why do I need to hear about that? It doesn't concern me. The earth concerns me. I didn't hear much about solar flares in the news. What do we hear about? We hear about what they want us to know. You know, we are supposed to be the agents of evolutionary change. We're supposed to try to make a difference on Earth. We're supposed to participate in solutions. You know, the old saying, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So we need to let people know that their ideas are important. Their needs are important. And I know that most of them have been discouraged by officials and governments. And they've been deceived by the media. We're called to be the Earth's warriors for her life. We're killing the Earth. So if not the creative society trying this, then who? If not now, then when? The clock is ticking. As I watched the Diary of the Last Man on Earth, I cried for the innocence of life, for my children and my grandchildren, for the fate that we're going to witness if we do nothing to save the beautiful, loving Earth who has given us life and possibilities of joy, hugs, kisses, and love. I've come to think of the Earth as a being and my companion on my journey, and I weep for the Earth. We need to bring that out in the open. We need to let everybody weep for the Earth. And we need to be part of the solution, because there's going to be plenty of problems. And I know that maybe that doesn't matter to the mother in Africa who has to feed their child and they have no food. But if their child can survive through this, they'll have no world. And what will they do then?
Yeah, not so many variants and options that we have, and actually you raised a lot of very, very deep topic, and exactly the situation that we are currently, like the whole humankind are currently in. It's pretty hard. So we need to really change this format of society. We need to allow the true scientists, like to do what they can best do, like to really study this, what is happening with our planet. We need to give them all the resources, everything they need in order to really solve this problem that we are having right now. So we need to restructure the current scientific field, because there are a lot of people who have really less productivity, so to say, so they just spending money and have no output. And we need to allow the people who are really producing output, but in a negative way. So they're producing more weapons and defense system and etc. And we don't even know about these people. And we need to give them everything so they solve the issues with the climate. Otherwise, there will be no future for all of us. And this unique format that you also said, creative society, the changing of really this ground, this basis of our civilization, this consumerism that, even not consuming like going to shopping, but consuming each other's lives, ignoring all, the value of every person, ignoring everything human inside of us, humane. And that's the thing that we really need to consider all together, because without input of each and every of us, nothing will be changed. So there is not enough potential to, like build great society in some small country or change, but only like some particular territory. It should be changed everywhere and simultaneously. And the most important question right now, how we can all we who already understand what we can do. And I think for answer this question, what I can do personally, let's watch the next video.
It is important that all 8 billion people learn about the Creative Society project and support it. How can this be achieved? Where to start? Tell your family, friends, neighbors, work colleagues, basically everyone you know about the Creative Society. Share the information about the Creative Society on social media. You can write comments to videos, write video blogs, Write posts and share them on social networks. Post banners on your personal websites and accounts. Make your social networks explode with information about the Creative Society, and every user of your network will spread the news to the whole world.
I work with a large group of volunteers, and we have an official Creative Society account.
I am over 60. I'm a grandmother and a blogger. In my posts, I talk about the Creative Society.
Hello friends, my name is Gabo Korchak. I'm a chef. Informing is the first and most difficult stage in building the Creative Society. That's why I do my best to inform people about the Creative Society at every opportunity, whether it's meeting different people, guests, and so on. Because every person I talk to wants to live in peace, love, and prosperity.
We're clothed with a Creative Society logo, such as t-shirt or a baseball cap.
We use pullovers, t-shirts, and caps. We hand out cards with the logo and the webpage.
You're always on trend when you wear the Creative Society logo.
The only thing we need is the Creative Society. The Creative Society.
Put the sign in your yard. Attach a sticker with a Creative Society logo to your car. Decorate your bicycle with the logo.
As you can see, I have a t-shirt with the Creative Society logo printed on it. Well, it's one of the ways. I also put a sticker on my car, which says the Creative Society and has a QR code which people can scan to access the project homepage.
I support Creative Society and I inform people every single day about Creative Society, as you can see on my car and even on the plate.
From the Netherlands, we are volunteers from Amsterdam, decided to spread the knowledge about the Creative Society by placing a sticker on our bike.
Indeed, there is actually more bikes than people in the Netherlands. So you can imagine how important it is to put this message about the Creative Society, the 8th Foundation, and the way to get even more information with the QR code.
Leave information about the Creative Society in coffee shops, doctor's offices, the local grocery shops, the hairdressers, anywhere, even on the wing of an airplane.
We are in Berlin today, shooting a film about the Creative Society in an Italian cafe. We told the chief and owner of this cafe about the project, and he became really interested.
Please support this idea of young people who are fighting for and promoting a better world for all of us.
Today, I'm in the pediatric surgery department. My son has been treated here for more than 3 weeks. Such a small action as informing people can change the destiny of many.
Don't know where to get a model? It's already solved. Just go to the Creative Society website to the design section and choose the one you like. So let's do anything we can to build a Creative Society as soon as possible. Write poems, songs, make short videos, memes, and even jokes about. For example, the phrase, "If you do not support the Creative Society, don't touch me," can be printed on a toilet paper. If you are a business owner, put the Creative Society banner on your website or add their logo to your products. Show that you care about all people.
Since I have my own tailor shop, I inform people when I'm at work.
One of the fastest methods of conveying the information about the Creative Society is via media. Participate in talk shows, podcasts, news, or any other program about the Creative Society and its benefits.
It's the most important thing I can do in my life, and it's the most important thing I can do for all of humanity.
We were also invited as guests to the Storytime program on Radio Italy, where we talked about the Creative Society.
You can also put advertisements about the Creative Society in articles, newspapers, magazines, and on billboards. Place the Creative Society content on television, both local and global.
Great news! Soroka TV is now showing interviews and excerpts from various videos about the Creative Society project. The more creative content there is, the faster we will succeed in building the Creative Society.
The Creative Society project's logo should be everywhere, all over the world. It should be recognizable in every corner of the world.
Platform where every person can raise their voices and speak about what challenges them as individuals but also as a society. It's the voice of the people and it's the people to make the change that we want. It's only together that we can change the world. It's you and me to come together for a betterment. That's why I call upon everyone, friends, brothers, sisters, to come and be part of this great project for the betterment of our world.
Be creative and think of other ways to let the world know about the Creative Society. But don't forget that everything has to be within the framework of the law. The sooner people learn about the Creative Society, the sooner we will be living in it. If you want to have a decent life, tell everyone about the Creative Society.
We're all unite on one platform, on the Creative Society platform, and we talk about the fact that we need to change the system with it. From the one that's consumer-oriented with money and power is number one to the one where we deserve to live.
I have a big flag, and when I ride my bike, I attach this flag and the small ones to show that this way I draw people's attention to the Creative Society.
The marathon is a great way for the city to learn about the amazing project, the Creative Society.
this was so motivating.
Yes.
You can see, right, that so many people informing everyone about creative society, so many options to inform people, because there are a lot of people who are kind of sad about the situation, but unfortunately are just following the media and are waiting for the governments, what they will do, are waiting for the organizations. Many people lost trust in the future, as they can see that, you know, the elites, they are gathering, flying in with private jets, but telling us we shall stop traveling, we shall stop eating meat, we shall go to work by bike and, you know, don't heat and everything. We can see the politicians who are talking about wars and everything. So there are many people who lost trust and don't see an outcome. So on the other hand, it's great to see all of these activities of the volunteers who have found out that we cannot really rely on anyone else to do these changes, that it's at the end only us who can do this. So I would have one additional questions to you. How to talk to, or how to motivate the people to take an active position and understand that if they want a brighter future for themselves, they should not rely on anyone, but take on the responsibility and start informing the people.
Yes, you're not alone. We're not crazy. We're not eccentric. We're not outcasts. People need to realize the power that they have in unity and a common goal. United, we have a chance to make life truly how it should be. People are so creative and inventive. So we need to tap into our energy, our hearts, and our souls, and align the world for what it can be. We can each make our own future if we believe. So if you agree with that, just think about everybody holding hands that would agree. We could circle the earth probably more than once. And we could put up a barrier to those that don't believe. And we could ask them to come to our side. We could embrace our enemies instead of trying to extinguish them. Shouldn't we try this if there's a chance to rule our own destiny? Because if we don't, somebody's going to rule it for us. Shouldn't we throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at fate for our children? Shouldn't we explore all the options and all the solutions? Shouldn't we have an end to these funded territorial wars that only cause death and economies? We're here. If you agree, join us. Together, we can make it happen.
Yes, exactly that. Together we can do that. And when we are really united, when we really show our active social position, right? So like everything that we want these changes, right? First of all, then exactly telling how I would like to live in and what kind of society I would like to live in, and talk about it with people, like with everyone you can meet. Like on the street, someone having an appointment with somewhere, you can also like discuss this topic. So very nice topic for a small talk, and etc. And this active position actually allows us to really state and bring this electoral demand, because without it, politicians cannot start with this implementation when the mass of people, like a majority, will not agree with us and will not understand what exactly we are talking about, right? What is creative society? What will it bring you personally, and to you and your children and your grandchildren? So it's pretty easy, that we need just really to go deeper on this information, understand that it's crucial for the most crucial information you can ever meet in the internet, because it concerns the future of the whole humanity. It's really like that. And you can prove it only with your own experience, only doing your own research, even checking this information, watching the forum that was also 12 hours forum, but you can split this into many series. Like, consider it like as a serial with 12 parts, right? So for 1 hour per each. People watch even more. I don't know, like 100 parts serials, and it's okay. They find time for that. But when serial bring you nothing, these can save not only your life, but life of your children. And considering what is happening right now, so in which hands right now with the mass media, it's right now very, very, very important to stop being silent.
Yeah, there's trillions and trillions of dollars being spent to keep people quiet, to subdue science. People are so creative, and people take nothing and make things, make good, useful things. If we can do that, if we can build a shield around Mars, why can't we help people here? Surely that money's better spent on making people here better. They'd be the citizens of the future. And who knows what ideas they could come up with. They could be much greater than what we even know now. We can do it, but we have to believe in it. You could be the one person out there that saves your child, your community, your country, and the world. Wouldn't you like to leave that to your child? The world is so beautiful. There's no place like this earth in the universe. And we're letting it go. We're not even putting up a fight. We need to fight. We need to fight with science. We need to fight with unity. We need to get together and create the solutions, not make new problems.
Absolutely true. And in this sense, I think that one very important idea is that everyone matters. No matter how you could think that what can I do alone and no one's going to listen to me, don't listen to this thought. Just go out and speak, because otherwise, it might be late. We need to understand that the other side, they are working 24/7 just to keep the power. And if we don't do anything today, tomorrow it will be even worse. That's why we are meeting here. That's why we've got here these wonderful guests who stepped over their fears, who stepped over, everything that put them back and speak out. So please join us. If you think that you have got some brilliant ideas, please contact us, right? And because at the end of the day, it's our common project. It's not us as creative society and it's us as people, and we are all on the same boat, So that's why it's important to realize the power of unity, but also the power of every individual acting in the same goal, in the same direction. There's no force that can stop this if we unite. Right, Alex?
Yeah, absolutely. And exactly for being united, so you can just start acting together with us. So everything you saw in the video today, And for example, if you have some other ideas, you can also share it. And I think it is one of the most brilliant thing that here copying all of these ideas are very varied. And like when in the consumerist format, sometimes it's prohibited, like you cannot share part of videos or something. We really love that you will share it and share the part of the video and etc. So as we also mentioned in the forum, and also great that you can describe with others your ideas, how you can and how are you informed about Creative Society. So you can please write a comments under this video, or you can write to us in the social media. So you can see it right now, all the accounts of on different platform, and you can also write to the email info@creativesociety.com. Please share your understanding. You can also come and to this international discussion and be a guest. So everyone is welcome, and we'll be happy to see you with us.
And Anita, any last words, any last thoughts that you would like to share with our viewers today?
We're all born to be the emissaries of change. Take a stand. Don't be afraid. It can only make things better. Because if we don't, things will get much, much worse. We need to all stick our hands in the pot and stir it with our creativity.
Thank you very much. Dear viewers, it was an honor to having Anita here with us today. Thank you all very much for watching us. I would like to wish you all good, and please be active. Thank you very much, and see you in one of the following international discussions. Bye-bye.
Thanks to you and Creative Society as well for your work in this effort.